You are very welcome to this episode of the Bitcoin Tarot podcast for the first week in December 2017 with me, Cosmic Conroy. It's been quite a roller coaster of a week this week, and many commentators have been making predictions and forecasts and giving their analysis of the situation. But now, it's time to see what the cards think. As usual, we'll do a 4-card reading, first infusing the cards with the vibrational energy of the Bitcoin project during the shuffle here, and then drawing cards to represent the past, the future, the present, and the overall state of the Bitcoin community. So let's begin. Our first card, representing the past week in Bitcoin, is the Star, the 17th trump card in Crowley's deck. It's a very suitable card to represent a week which has seen the price of Bitcoin rise into the heavenly heights of $10,000 per coin. The Star represents hope and trust and everything being in balance and harmony. The Star is our guiding light, which has led us to previously unknown heights, assuring us that we are on the right path. And so, on to our next card. The next card represents the present moment in Bitcoin as I record this. And that card is the 8 of Swords, also known as interference. This card tells us that someone or something is currently interfering with the natural flow of energy around the project. Now, sometimes this could be an external oppressor, but more often it's our own negative thoughts and habits that lead us to interfere with ourselves. Nothing is going quite the way we want it to. Our psychological barriers around the $10,000 price marker interfering with our path onwards, disrupting the natural way of things. This card indicates that we need to overcome our own internal psychological resistance and allow the one path to reassert itself. Our next card represents the future, the coming week in Bitcoin. Should you buy or should you sell? The next card may make it clear. And that card is Pleasure, the 6 of Cups. Good news! We're headed into a place of blissful peace and childlike play. There should soon be a return to the feeling of what it was like when Bitcoin was a mere child again. As we know, true happiness comes from within. So the community should stop this roller coaster ride of up and down and ignore the adult philosophizing about big round numbers like 10,000 and stop trying to second guess ourselves. Instead, we should just relax and hold as we once did when Bitcoin was young and we were all happy. Now let's examine our final card for this week, representing the overall state of the project, a meta card. Oh dear. Our meta card for this week is the 10 of Wands, Oppression. As with our earlier card, Interference, this card often represents an inner struggle as some external oppressive force. It seems the cards are telling us that our psychological resistance that's causing us to cross and recross that 10,000 barrier over and over again the last couple of days are an oppressive force upon the community, pitting us against ourselves and merely resulting in oppressing us all. Our own fear after crossing the 10k line has become an oppressive force, a tyrant, a torment of our own making. We can hope that learning this, we will relax into the happiness that this week's cards have already taught us lies in the future, and continue to hold out hope that the oppression will end soon and we can go back to following last week's star towards the heavens. That concludes this week's Bitcoin Tarot podcast. I hope it was enlightening for you, and as always, until next week, may the Bitcoin bless you.